Hey guys, it's Sarah from Strange Magic. Today I wanted to do something different with the Oracle cards. I know last reading I had them face down, which I do like, but I wanted to give you a little bit more guidance to go off of. So I have them facing up, um, where you can either pick by card or pick by crystal. The theme behind this reading is your love life. So we're going to pull 3 cards to show in the past what your love life situation was like, the present, and then potential future. So we'll go through those with regular tarot. Please keep in mind that this is a collective reading, so there's a lot of energies coming through from everywhere, so it may not always resonate with you. If it doesn't resonate, that's fine. It may just not be your day, and that's okay. That doesn't mean another reading may not be. So with that being said, the timestamps for the respective piles are linked below. So the first pile has the beautiful apatite crystal. I was really feeling a blue and green type vibe today with the Oracle card 33 Black Hound Loyalty. Pile number 2 has this green calcite crystal. Sorry, I'm all over the place with these. Very pretty. With number 51 Hermes Messages. And number 3 has this beautiful jade. And I am going to try to pronounce this, but forgive me, my pronunciations are not great. But it's number 4, Malino, the Minded, and Dictonomy. Forgive me on that one if it's wrong. But it's what came out. Trust me, I would not have picked that one knowing I would have to pronounce it. But anyway, so I have those timestamped down below. So take your time and choose intuitively, and then I will meet you at your reading while we'll dig more into this. Hey, Group 1, you chose the Black Hound number 33. That stands for loyalty. So this is the Oracle of the Hecatean Path. So I'm going to flip to page 33 and read the description of the card, and then we will get into some tarot. Okay. Number 33, Black Hound Loyalty. The Hound of Hecate represents a sense of commitment and devotion. We may feel lost or isolated, thrashing about in the brush at the side of a long-forgotten path, yet still find the glimmer of Hecate's guidance. The hound acts as a protective guide, leading you back to her. The barking of hounds was said to herald the goddess's arrival, and they are one of her most sacred animals. Adventure and curiosity are also present as an increase in psychic perception. Okay, interesting. So I'm going to move your Oracle card over here as well as your apatite crystal. And then we are going to pull some tarot. Spirit, please show us guidance. Sorry. Spirit, please show us. Spirit, please give us 3 cards to signify pile 1's past in romantic love. Spirit, give us 3 cards to signify the past in group 1's romantic love. Spirit, give us 3 cards that represent the past in romantic love for group 1. Okay, sorry I did that kind of wonky. Okay, Knight of Wands. Sorry. 5 of Cups. And then Ace of Wands. Okay. Spirit, show us the present in group 1's romantic love life. Spirit, show us the present. Okay. Spirit, show us the present. Okay, sorry, that one fell out. So, okay. And then Spirit, show us the future of Pile 1's romantic love life. Show us the possible future of Pile 1's romantic love life. Spirit, show us the possible future. That's 2 cards. Okay, so that's twice that 2 cards have tried to pop out. So I don't know if 2 has the significance for you, the number 2. It could also mean that pile 2 will have some messages for you as well. Okay, fine. Again, so that's 3 times. So 2, 2, 2. So look up that angel number because it may have some relevance for you. Spirit, please give me only 2 more cards that represent the possible future in romantic love for group 1. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I want to start. The only reason this one's flipped up is because it fell out that way. So I kind of wanted to reveal as we go. So we're going to start with the first line of our cards, which is the past. So Knight of Wands and Ace of Wands are both fire energies. So that will be what? Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. So maybe you're one of those signs, or quite possibly you could have been in a relationship with someone in one of those signs. And then in the middle here, we have 5 of Cups. So 5 of Cups means loss or not looking at what you have. So I'm kind of getting, and it also signals water energy. So that would be Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. So those signs may be relevant to you as well. But I'm kind of getting a glimpse that something started off in the past really, really strong, and then some type of new beginning happened. So this could indicate that trigger warning, this could indicate maybe you were in a relationship and that person found someone else, or I'm also getting that maybe you were in a relationship and you noticed someone else, and then you kind of started looking at your partner like, it's not fulfilling me anymore. And I kind of want to look to the future. I want to look at a new beginning that's going to give me more passion, more creative type energy. So now we're going to look at the present. So a big indicator right here is the Hermit, which means doing introspective work, right? Like pumping the brakes. So we'll see what these other cards are. 10 of Swords, a complete new beginning. So this definitely signifies some type of split. And now you're in that new beginning phase. 3 of Cups. And I think you're just kind of celebrating that. So it could be that quite possibly, again, trigger warning, you went through a divorce. But it was kind of much needed. Like you weren't either. I'm getting the energy that it's more one-sided, that one partner expressed that they were no longer interested in their relationship. So, and I don't know if that's you or your ex-partner, whatever the case may be, but it looks like you're just trying to quite literally enjoy your time with your friends. You went through a painful ending. And now you're just kind of taking it easy. So we have air energy. So Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, water energy again. And then the Hermit is Virgo energy. So any of those signs. Let's see what the future line. So I'm going to scoot these up a little bit so we have a little bit more room. Okay, so this is possible future. Um, we have, I can't tell if you can see that or not. Let me move these up a little bit more. Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords is feeling trapped. I hope that's not like in a relationship. Let's see. Then Eight of Cups, which is walking away. And then the Magician. Okay, so maybe this hasn't happened yet. Maybe this is kind of, I know this is supposed to be the past, but your present is showing some reflection. So maybe that's what's going on. Maybe I'm getting really heavy that somebody met someone else and not that anything happened. I do not sense that like an actual affair happened. What I'm getting is that you met somebody else that had qualities that you really, really liked. And I'm getting this kind of like, I wish my partner was more like that. And it's almost like you realized you don't have to settle. That's kind of the energy I'm getting. And I feel like you're trapped somehow, which, trigger warning, if you're married or you have children, it may feel that way. You may be trapped because of finances, or, maybe you have dual ownership on properties that would have to get split. Um, but then it looks like whatever the case is, that you're over it and you're deciding to kind of go your separate way. And then the Magician, I love. So the again, we have air energy, we have water energy. The Magician, I don't remember what planet or zodiac is associated with that, so I apologize. If you know, let me know in the comments. But um, this is, you can see in the depiction on this card, all of the suits are represented above the head of the Magician. And this is kind of the realization that the world is your oyster. Manifestation, solid beginnings, like you are the one that's running this. Okay. So, no, you don't have to feel trapped in a relationship. And yes, if you are not fulfilled, if you are not happy, regardless of what the situation is, okay, then you need to end it. You need to contemplate maybe what would make you happy or how you're going to end it. Especially if it's something, I'm really hearing finances, even though there are no pentacles in this. Um, but maybe we can get some clarifiers on that. Spirit, clarify the Hermit. Spirit, clarify the Hermit energy for us. Death, change. Oh, okay. So I think that's what, Scorpio energy. I don't know why I made that sound. Oh, because I actually really like this card. It's really neat. And there's like heads. Yeah, I love it. But anyway, so Scorpio. Oh, Scorpio. Spirit, clarify. Let's do. Clarify the Ten of Swords. Clarify the Ten of Swords for group one. A King of Cups. So maybe that makes me think that you're ending it with a water sign. That's who you're in a relationship with. I'm picking up, like, I am thinking that they want you to stay, that they're trying to make you an offer, but you very much so, like, you want to change. You're done. Clarify the Eight of Swords. Spirit, clarify the Eight of Swords. the Chariot. Okay. So Chariot is fast, kind of, uh, forceful type energy. And it's paired with the Eight of Swords, which, means feeling trapped. That makes me think that when this change comes through, that feeling's going to come really quick. And I don't think you're maybe all the way prepared for it. But I'm seeing that you're walking away and then you're kind of transforming your life. So just keep in mind that every situation is temporary, right? Like everything ends at some point. And I know that sounds dark, but I mean that in a beautiful way, because that is one thing that always comforts me when I'm going through a dark time. Is I think about, I'm not going to be in this situation forever. You are not going to be in this Eight of Swords energy forever, 10 of Swords energy, 5 of Cups. You're not going to be. You're going to be walking out of whatever that situation is and then creating what you want in a relationship. Okay, clarify the 8 of Cups. Spirit, clarify. Okay, we have the 9 of Wands in reverse. Okay, so the 9 of Wands in reverse in conjunction with this 8 of Cups kind of serves to me as a potential warning. And what I mean by that is the 9 of Wands in reverse can mean refusing to deal with a situation. So, and this could mean one of two things. You could be walking away because your partner refuses to deal with the situation, or you were quite literally just dipping out because you don't want to deal with it. So take that as how it applies. Let's, Spirit, clarify the Magician. Yeah, 6 of Wands. I love that. So victory. You're making the right choice. I think it's going to be a really hard choice and a really difficult choice, but you are making the right choice. So you really just need to look within and take what applies to your situation. No one has to stay in a relationship that they don't want to be in. And it's your reason. So I just heard this. I don't want to hear your mom or your dad, oh, they were such a good person. They don't know. They're not the ones that are home with them every day. And they may be a fine person, but you're not in love with them anymore. People change, people grow, things change. And there is nothing wrong with getting out of a situation that no longer fulfills you. Now, of course, you want to do it as correctly and ethically as possible, I guess, would be I don't know why those two words came out. They sound like very technical, or very direct. But I mean, you want to treat somebody how you want to be treated, but sometimes you're going to be pushed into a situation where that may not always take place. So don't beat yourself up over it. I hope that doesn't happen, but it looks like if you can get out of whatever funk this is, so leaving this person and moving on, you are going to have a beautiful future, one that you are creating. No one else is deciding it for you. So I love that, group one. So I'm going to pause you real quick, and then we are going to do a quick pendulum board session. Okay, guys, so this is our pendulum board on here. In a moment, I'm going to ask you to pause and ask a question or think about a question that you would like to ask. And there is check again, yes, probably, and no, days of the week, numbers, planets, zodiac signs, runes, the alphabet, and months. So go ahead and pause the video and think of a question. Okay, now we're going to get started. Okay, so that to me is leaning on a no. And it looks like it's kind of halfway through Saturday. So that is making me think kind of like afternoon to night and then into early Sunday morning. So if that has any significance, then numbers 6, 7, 8, 9, and 0. And then there are 3 runes. I am not familiar with runes. I apologize. I will make myself some notes so you guys can be informed going forward. And then also middle of October to the beginning to middle of November. So if that has any significance. All right, that's what I have for you, Group 1. I appreciate any time that you take out of your day to spend with me. If this reading resonated, please comment below, like, share, subscribe. Let me know what type of readings you would like to get in the future. If you like this reading, if there are any formats you want me to try out, anything like that, let me know in the comments. And I will see you at another reading. Thanks. Hey, Group 2, if you chose the green calcite, let me move Group 1's out of the way, sorry. If you chose the green calcite or the Hermes card 51 messages, this is your pile. I'm going to go ahead and flip to 51 in the guidebook and read that passage to you. Okay, so for card 51, Hermes messages. Flitting between the realms, Hermes bears you a message, and regardless of who this is from, it will be relevant at this time. He may even be able to relay your message to the different realms. Hermes reminds us to be clear in our communication with both the goddess and those around us. Don't make promises you can't keep. Okay, interesting. All right, so I'm going to move this over. Spirit, give us 3 cards that shows the past, that represents the past romantic life of Group 2. Spirit, give us 3 cards to show the past romantic life of Group 2. Spirit, give us 3 cards. So that's 2. I'm going to take those. Spirit, give us 1 more card. Okay. I'm sorry, this format's a little difficult with my filming space. Okay, Spirit, give us 3 cards that represent the present. Spirit, give us 3 cards that represent the present romantic life of Group 2. Spirit, give us 3 cards. Spirit, give us 3 cards that represent the present romantic life of Group 2. That felt like a struggle. Okay. Spirit, give us 3 cards that represents the possible future for Group 2 in love. Spirit, give us, okay. Spirit, give us, okay. All right, so we're out there. Okay, so I'm going to start on the top and work our way down. Once we move a little bit further down, I'll scoot these up. Our first card is Page of Pentacles. Our second card is Ten of Wands and King of Pentacles. Okay, well, just starting off, I feel like, and I feel like this actually came up in a past reading, but the Page of Pentacles, so Pentacle energy is earth energy, so it's very stable energy, kind of associated with finances, money, wealth, that kind of thing, prosperity. So the page in the deck is like a messenger, but also quite literally in this looks like a younger individual. And then the Ten of Wands. So Ten of Wands is fire energy. So Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. I think I said that wrong in the last group, so I apologize for that if I did. But anyway, you see, it's like how she's facing the page with a burden, right? And it almost makes me think that I'm getting a feeling like there's someone that's with someone that's slightly younger that is not responsible with their money. And because of that, you are footing the bill and carrying the burden of, there's a house in the back. So that kind of makes me think of all the house bills, while this guy is just like, here's a little bit of rent money. I don't know what I did with the rest of it. That kind of stuff. And it makes me think with the King of Pentacles here that maybe in the past you had a more King of Pentacles partner but didn't realize it at the time. And it's kind of giving me this longing feeling. But we'll find more out. But that is kind of what I'm gathering right now. Okay, so the middle line is your present. So Ace of Wands is like new beginnings, inspiration, creative type energy, fire energy again. Then Queen of Pentacles. Okay. And then Knight of Cups. Oh, okay. Okay. So I don't know if this relationship has ended yet or if you're still in it. I am getting for some of you that it is done. And then you kind of moved on, started your own thing. You're your own Queen of Pentacles. You're your own mother energy. You nurture yourself. You pay all the bills. You take care of yourself. You're good. And then Knight of Cups makes me think that it's still someone that's a little bit younger. That's water energy. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And I don't think I said what the pentacles are. It's earth energy. So Virgo, Capricorn and Taurus. But this makes me think that presently, like someone's kind of coming in with a love offering, but it's not like in your face. It's like flirting or like they're giving you attention, making you feel good. And they have some of these qualities that you admire. Okay, so possible future, Six of Cups. So let me scoot. Six of Cups is like child type energy. So you could possibly have a child, and that's where you meet this individual, like dropping them off at daycare or school. This individual. I'm not sure. We'll figure it out. But then Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Hey, I don't. And then Ten of Cups. Okay. Okay, I'm trying to move these where you guys can see them. I'm sorry. Okay. So am also feeling like maybe you met someone and it got kind of heavy quickly and you guys had a child or they have a child. But then with this Knight of Pentacles, it feels like maybe they weren't ready for it and they're kind of in a shock scenario, like they're not ready to settle down. But then the Ten of Cups is over here and it shows, this beautiful family with a little boy and a little girl, and a Siamese cat, which I appreciate. So, or it could mean that maybe not necessarily a child per se, but maybe you guys have this kind of energy. Like it's very new, fresh, exciting, but they are not ready to quite settle down yet. Or it could even be you. But with time, it's your Ten of Cups. I don't know. We'll find, let's get some clarifiers. Spirit, please clarify the King of Pentacles. Spirit, please clarify the King of Pentacles. Spirit, please clarify the King of Pentacles. Clarify the King of Pentacles for us. Four of Pentacles. Yeah, so that makes me think there was someone that you were with in the past that was really good at saving, maybe really tight with their money. I'm hearing that phrase. And this person is not it. So I kind of want to see if maybe you did already split with this person. Spirit, clarify the Ace of Wands. Spirit, please clarify the Ace of Wands. Spirit, clarify the Ace of Wands. Spirit, please clarify Six of Wands. Spirit, clarify the Knight of Cups. I'm taking them. And then Seven of Swords. Yeah. So this is... clarify the Ace of Wands and Six of Wands. Clarify the Ace of Wands and the Six of Wands. Knight of Wands. Yeah, you did leave. I am getting that. And you realize that you wanted a new start. You're already your Queen of Pentacles. You don't have to be with someone for money. You very much so are financially stable, whether you have a good job, you're good at saving money. And I'm getting this weird feeling like you are not a Pentacle sign. At least not Sun sign. But for whatever reason, you're putting off that energy. So this here, Knight of Cups, Two of Cups, a love offer, Judgment, you're kind of awakening. Seven of Swords, that's typically deception, but reversed. It's kind of like you're changing your approach to something. So it could be your whole outlook on relationships. I don't know why, but I'm hearing that someone... it sounds harsh, settled for someone because you didn't think at that time that you could find anybody else. And it's this person. So, yeah, okay. I want to clarify... let's clarify the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Spirit, clarify the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. King of Swords. So I think you were upfront with this person, is what that says to me. And then you got your Ten of Cups. Like you told them what you expected and you got it. Or you're going to get it. And then this also is about kind of being more upfront and truthful. So maybe that's kind of what Spirit's trying to tell you. Maybe in the past you just kind of went along with things, or played games with partners, kind of deal. And now you're kind of done with the crap, and you know what you want, and it's this. And you're just going to be upfront with this individual about that. And I think it's a water sign. I mean, two of the, yeah. Okay, so that's what I have for you, group 2. I'm going to pause you real quick, and then we will do the pendulum board where you can ask a question. Okay, group 2, so we're going to use a pendulum board. I'll have you pause the video in a moment and ask Spirit your question. On the board, you can see we have check again, no, possibly, yes. There are days of the week, numbers, planets, zodiac signs, runes, the alphabet, and then months. So go ahead and pause the video now and think of your question. Okay. Okay, that to me is a possibly, and it's on this side of the board. So possibly, and I'm just going up like that. So it could be afternoon on a Wednesday to the end of the day, to early morning on a Thursday to afternoon. Then for planets, we have the moon, sun, Mercury, Venus, and Mars, I think. I need to double check that. If that's wrong, let me know in the comments. And then for letters, we have R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y. Then we have, it looks like middle to end of April, all of May, all of June, and then the very beginning of July. So if any of that resonates to any significance for you. Well, that's all I have for you, group 2. I appreciate any time that you take out of your day to spend with me. If this video did resonate, I can't talk. If it did resonate, please like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment below. If you have topics that you would like to see in the future, please let me know in the comments, or any layouts you'd like to see, anything like that, just let me know. I appreciate you, and I will see you at the next one. All right, group 3. So move that over there. If you chose the Jade or card number 4, this is your reading, and I am going to read the definition of that card, and hopefully it will not be impossible to pronounce. So, okay. Born of the underworld and the heavens, Hecate Melano's contradictory nature reflects the struggle inside many of us. The task of keeping things balanced within can lead to a schism. In this guise, or schism, it's schism, isn't it? All right. In this guise, Hecate knows your highest truths and your most hidden fears. Let her torches guide you through both sides of yourself. In the shadows and in the light, Hecate awaits those who seek the mysteries and is the guide and intricate initiatrix of all who approach her with a pure heart. It wasn't as bad, but it wasn't as good. Okay, so I'm going to put this over here, and we'll get started with some tarot. I'm not taking it. Okay. Spirit, give us 3 cards that represent group 3's past romantic life. 3 cards for the romantic past of group 3. Spirit, give us, okay. Spirit, give us 3 cards for the present regarding group 3's romantic life. Spirit, give us 3 cards that represent the present of group 3's romantic life. Spirit, give me 3 cards that represent the present of group 3's romantic life. I'm not taking those. This is the one that wanted to pop out. Okay. And then, Spirit, give us 3 cards that represent the possible future. That came out like that, so we're leaving it for group. Okay. Spirit, give us 1 more card that represents the possible future for. Okay. Okay. So we are going to start with the past. So we have 5 of Wands, so competition, 9 of Cups, satisfaction, and then Page of Cups, which is like love messages. I'm kind of getting the vibes that whoever you were with was maybe seeing a lot of other people. And the 9 of Cups can represent you were happy with the relationship, but you weren't aware of it. Or you were in a competition for him and won, but really it's not much of a win because he's catting around. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting. Okay, so now the present, the High Priest, which the High Priest in this deck is the Hierophant. So that means you got educated on something. Maybe you recently learned of some deception of his or learned that's not the type of relationship you want. 4 of Wands is a celebration. The Empress. Okay. This is really random and it's triggering. I really hope it is not. I hope it doesn't relate to anybody here. But this is giving me vibes like the person that you were with, you learned that they had a different life. Like either they were married with kids or they have one of like their side pieces pregnant. I don't know. Like that is coming through, but it's not for all of you. It's a small percentage. Again, I genuinely hope that is not the situation because nobody deserves to be in those types of situations. Or it could be that you learned that this wasn't the relationship for you because of the competition with other. It's depicted as women in this card, and I am getting feminine energies, but take that as you will. Yeah, you learned of it and now you're done. So you're kind of happy and you realize you're that Empress energy. Like you're the number one girl. Like your main character energy, which you are. So always remember that. Okay. So, which we're going to clarify. Okay. So that's just what I'm initially seeing. Future is King of Pentacles. That's stability. Financially stable, everything, like just all of the stability, all of it. And then the Sun, which is great. That's like happiness. Oh my gosh, 10 of Cups again. Okay, 10 of Cups came up and so did the King of Pentacles in reading number 2. So maybe group 2 will resonate with you as well. I do want to pull some clarifiers. The first one, I don't know why, but Spirit, please clarify the Empress. Spirit, clarify the Empress. I want to know if the Empress represents you. Spirit clear. Yeah, I think so. Okay, so I think what's going on is in this relationship in the past, I think you were overgiving. So it could have been financially because you are that Empress um, type energy. So maybe you supported this person and it left you feeling kind of, the Four of Cups is like apathy. Like you just aren't, you're not satisfied. Let's see what you learn though, because there's something. Spirit, clarify the Hierophant for group 3. Clarify the Hierophant for group 3. Spirit, clarify the Hierophant for group 3. Not wanting to come out. Spirit, clarify the Hierophant for group 3. Okay, so Temperance and the Two of Wands came out. So that makes me think you learned that something wasn't balanced and you had a decision to make. Okay, so let's see. Spirit, clarify Five of Wands. Spirit, clarify the Five of Wands. Spirit, clarify. Spirit, clarify the Five of Wands. I'm not taking those. Spirit, clarify the Five of Wands. Spirit, clarify the Five of Wands. Okay, so maybe it wasn't competition over, well, I don't know. I'm kind of getting it one of two ways. So it could have been competition over, or conflict rather, arguments over money because you were having to front them. And then it just something was changing, or it was competition over getting that Ten of Pentacles. Like you thought that they were with you, and they were not. Spirit, clarify the Nine of Cups. Six of Cups. Okay, maybe you wanted kids and they didn't. Spirit, Four of Wands. Spirit, clarify the Four of Wands. Queen of Swords. Okay, so you learned of something. Something wasn't in balance. I'm picking up money, and then I'm also picking up, like, either you found something out that they were doing, like whether they were seeing other people, or maybe had a family you didn't know about. And then you figured it out and got back in your, which is the reason for the celebration, right? And you can see it's two females depicted in here. So it could have been same sex, but also it could have been, in this situation, if you were the female, that like you and your friends got together and figured out the truth. So, which I mean, I feel like all of us have that one good friend that can internet FBI stalk anyone and get down to the truth. So I'm kind of getting that as well. But so, okay. Spirit, clarify the King of Pentacles. Spirit, clarify the King of Pentacles. Okay. Okay, so 2 cards came out. That like continues. That's happened 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 times 2 cards wanted to come out. Okay, so with the 8 of Pentacles coming out and the 7 of Cups with the King of Pentacles. Okay, so those 3 came out. That makes me think that you have future options and you choose the King of Pentacles, which is somebody that's like more stable and available is what I'm hearing. Okay, Spirit, clarify the Sun. Spirit, clarify the Sun. The Moon and 2 of Swords. Yeah, you do some inside work and you make a decision and it gets you to this 10 of Cups. So I am picking up that you have not left this Page of Cups yet, that you're kind of going through it. And I think that's why so many cards are coming out, right? Because there's a lot of confusion. You're not sure what you should do. You're not sure if like what you found out was right. Should you trust it? Are you really overgiving? Are you just not satisfied? Are you, so that right there, are you overgiving or are you just not satisfied? And I think you come to this realization that you're really hardworking, and you need to be matched with that energy. And you have options, and then you meet somebody that matches your energy. So I love that. And in the end, you're getting your 10 of Cups. So, okay, that's what I have for you. I'm going to pause you real quick, and then we will do a question with the pendulum board. All right, group 3. So in a moment, I'm going to have you pause the video so you can ask a question, and then we'll use the pendulum board. So there is answers. So no, check again, yes, possibly, days of the week, zodiac signs, planets, numbers, runes, alphabet, and months. So go ahead and pause the video and think of your question. Okay, so that's really clearly a check again. So check again. And I like to, with this, when the answer is like this, I just go up, right? Okay, so check again. I think very early hours of Wednesday, but a full Tuesday. So if those days have any significance, then we have, what is that? Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. And then we have these runes. I will get educated on these so I can let you guys know what they are. I am not familiar with runes currently. And then the month of February and the early beginning of March. So definitely like Aquarius, Piscean energy. So, okay, that's what I have for you, group 3. I appreciate any time that you take out of your day to spend with me. If the reading resonated, please let me know below in the comments, like, share, and subscribe. If you have any topics you would like me to do readings on in the future, please let me know in the comments. If you like this format, let me know, or if there are other types of formats you prefer, just let me know. Thank you so much, and I will see you guys at a future reading.